Hello everyone! Today I'd like to summarize an anime called Naruto for you to watch. Even though this show came out a long time ago, the story is incredibly good. Now, let's not drag it out. 12 years ago, a nine-tailed fox demon appeared and attacked a village in Japan. At that time, all the ninja forces gathered to fight back against the fox demon to protect the villagers. And among all the ninjas, there was one who was the strongest, whom they called the fourth Hokage. He sacrificed his life to seal the spirit of the nine-tailed fox demon inside a baby named Naruto. 12 years later, Naruto has grown up and has become the village's #1 troublemaker. One day, he took paint and splattered it all over the faces of the Hokage monument, which everyone respects. On that day, several ninjas tried to chase him but couldn't catch him. The one who was able to catch him was his teacher, a man named Iruka. Afterwards, Iruka took Naruto back to the academy and had each student practice the transformation jutsu to look like him. At that time, every other student could do it without a problem. When it was Naruto's turn, he instead transformed into a beautiful, sexy girl, which made his teacher Iruka's nose bleed from the shock. Afterward, as punishment, Iruka made Naruto clean the Hokage monument that he had defaced earlier that morning. He threatened Naruto that if he didn't clean it properly, he couldn't go home that night. However, these words affected Naruto's feelings because he's an orphan, with no one at home waiting for him to return. Seeing this, Iruka changed the terms. If Naruto cleaned it quickly and well, he would treat him to spicy ramen at the Bori Rasmi Moni shop that night. Huh? Really? Whoever lies is a dog! Later at the ramen shop, Iruka asked Naruto why he did that to the Hokage monument. Don't you know they are all strong ninjas that the people respect? At that moment, Naruto replied that he knew. He knew that the most famous one was the fourth Hokage, who sacrificed his life to defeat the nine-tailed fox demon. And right then, Naruto firmly vowed that one day he would become the strongest Hokage, and the people would respect him, not look down on him as they do now.
Next up was the final exam, and those who passed would become entry-level ninjas. The test for that day was to create a clone of themselves, which happened to be the technique Naruto was worst at. At that time, Naruto tried with all his might and managed to create a clone, but it just looked like some strange creature lying flat on the ground. As a result, the entire class passed, with only Naruto failing. And while Naruto was sitting there sadly, another teacher named Mizuki came and told Naruto that he had a way to help him pass the exam this time. Later that night, the village's ninja forces were all out looking for Naruto because it was said that Naruto had stolen the secret scroll used to protect the village. Inside that secret scroll were many special techniques. If it fell into the hands of an evil person, the innocent people in the village would face great danger. Turning back to Naruto, he had indeed stolen the scroll and was sitting and learning the first technique from it. Just then, Iruka found Naruto first, and as Naruto was about to show his teacher the new technique, Mizuki threw a secret weapon aiming to kill Naruto, but Iruka managed to shield him in time. The truth is, Mizuki was the one who told Naruto to steal the scroll, and then he wanted to kill Naruto to take the scroll for himself. His plan was about to be exposed, so he accused Iruka of wanting to take the scroll for himself, telling Naruto not to hand it over to his teacher. At that moment, as Mizuki and Iruka argued, another secret was revealed, one they had forbidden Naruto from knowing. Inside Naruto's body is the spirit of the nine-tailed fox demon that destroyed the village 12 years ago, and at that time it also killed Iruka's parents. That's why some people in the village look at Naruto as if he were a demon. Upon hearing this, Naruto was so heartbroken that he ran away from there. Next, we see that Iruka chased after Naruto to get the scroll back.
At that moment, Naruto knocked Iruka away. In reality, that Iruka was Mizuki in disguise, and Naruto was also Iruka in disguise. The real Naruto was hiding behind a tree, eavesdropping on their conversation. At that time, Mizuki accused Naruto of being a demon who wanted to use the scroll to master techniques, get stronger, and come back to take revenge on the villagers. But Iruka argued back that even if he were beaten to death, he would never believe that Naruto was a demon. Iruka's words at that moment moved Naruto to tears. Tired of listening to Iruka talk so much, Mizuki decided to rush in and kill him. But just then, Naruto appeared and knocked Mizuki away, threatening him, "If you dare touch my teacher again, I will kill you." Oh, little one, threatening me in English. Just wait and see my technique. At that moment, Naruto used a technique to create hundreds of clones of himself surrounding Mizuki, and as a result, Naruto beat Mizuki to a pulp. After that incident, Iruka decided to let Naruto pass the exam, becoming a junior-level ninja. And as a gift, he treated Naruto to ramen again. Yay, teacher! You're the best! I love you so much, teacher! Afterward, the academy required the students to take photos for their profiles. At that time, Naruto dressed up like a theater actor. As soon as the school's head, who was the third Hokage, saw this, he immediately ordered Naruto to retake the photo. But Naruto refused. Just then, the third Hokage's grandson appeared and attacked him. He wanted to defeat his grandfather to become the Hokage. But as he ran carelessly, he lost his footing and fell. And he pointed at Naruto, accusing him of tripping him, which made Naruto angry, and he grabbed him by the collar. That kid, banking on being the third Hokage's grandson, thought Naruto wouldn't dare do anything to him. But who knew? In the end, he got a punch from Naruto. At that moment, the third Hokage didn't protect his grandson, knowing he was a troublemaker too. Afterward, that kid secretly followed Naruto. His goal wasn't to fight Naruto, but to ask Naruto to be his teacher, calling Naruto boss. Hearing this, Naruto's ego was stroked, and he agreed. The first technique Naruto wanted to teach the kid was how to transform into a beautiful girl. Naruto wanted to see how good the kid's transformation jutsu was, so he had him transform into a pretty girl nearby. When the kid did it, he looked really beautiful, like a Hainanese pig transformed into a person. After that, Naruto took the kid to a magazine shop to look at pretty girls, wanting to teach him what a pretty girl's figure looks like. Next, he invited the kid to transform into a girl to sneak into the woman's bathhouse. But they were found out, and Naruto got beaten up for leading a kid astray. Despite this, Naruto was still determined to teach the kid the sexy jutsu. Later, they take a break, and the kid tells Naruto his name is Konohamaru. But no one in the village calls him that. To everyone, he's just the honorable grandson of the third Hokage. It's like they don't even see him. They only see his famous grandpa. That's why he's so desperate to become Hokage himself, so people will finally recognize him for who he is. Just then, their heart-to-heart is interrupted by Konohamaru's uptight personal tutor, Ibisu. He's here to drag Konohamaru home, but Konohamaru isn't having it. He busts out the new jutsu he learned from Naruto, transforming into a pretty girl, but Ibisu is a total gentleman and isn't fazed in the slightest. He sneers, calling Naruto's techniques useless trash. Furious, Naruto unleashes his shadow clone jutsu, creating an army of clones to teach this guy a lesson about underestimating him. Ibisu, not scared one bit, gets ready to fight, but then all the Narutos transform at once. It's a sexy jutsu harem attack. They swarm Ibisu, getting all up in his personal space until the poor guy just short circuits. After that little showdown, Naruto gives Konohamaru some real talk. Becoming Hokage isn't easy. It's a path of hardship, sweat, and blood. Right then and there, they make a pact. One day, they'll be rivals, competing for the title of Hokage. The next day, it's the first official day of ninja training. Naruto wakes up, wolfs down a delicious breakfast to get pumped, and heads to class. His eyes immediately lock on his longtime crush, Sakura. But Sakura couldn't care less about Naruto. Her eyes are only for one person, the cool, mysterious Sasuke. Sasuke is the class heartthrob, and all the girls are practically fighting over who gets to sit next to him. Naruto, burning with jealousy, jumps onto a desk to get a closer look. What's so special about this guy anyway? But just then, the person in front of him stands up, bumping him from behind and sending him tumbling forward right into an accidental kiss with Sasuke. Ah, too. Man, these guys are so annoying. Their breath stinks. The other girls are absolutely livid. How dare he steal a kiss from their precious Sasuke? They gang up and beat the daylights out of Naruto. Then, their teacher, Iruka, arrives and announces they'll be split into 3-person squads. And you can probably guess what happens next. Naruto's squad is Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. Naruto immediately objects. Why do I have to be on a team with him? Iruka explains it's all about balance. Sasuke is the top student, and Naruto is the worst. They want each team to be balanced. At lunch break, Naruto sneaks off to the bathroom and plots a prank against Sasuke. He transforms into Sasuke and returns to the classroom to sit next to Sakura. Sakura is thrilled to be alone with Sasuke and starts trash-talking Naruto behind his back. Naruto, in disguise, gets so angry he almost loses his transformation. But just then, the real Sasuke returns, looking annoyed. Naruto bolts, and Sasuke chases him down. After lunch, the teacher announces the name of their Jonin instructor, Kakashi. Kakashi shows up late, and when he walks in, Naruto has set a trap with an eraser on top of the door. Kakashi gets hit, but instead of getting angry, he just says, "How interesting." He takes them to the roof and asks them to introduce themselves. Kakashi gives the vaguest introduction ever. He likes and dislikes things, but won't tell what they are. He's basically mysterious. Then Naruto goes first. I like instant ramen, especially the one Iruka-sensei buys me. I want to become Hokage. Sakura says she likes looking at Sasuke and hates glancing at Naruto. Sasuke says he doesn't want to tell what he likes or dislikes. His dream, to revive his clan and kill a certain someone. Kakashi sees this group is going to be difficult. Kakashi gives them their first assignment. Tomorrow morning, they have to show up at the training ground at 5 a.m. for a special test. The goal? Take 2 bells from Kakashi before noon. Only those who get a bell will pass. And here's the kicker. There are only 2 bells for 3 students. Also, don't eat breakfast or you'll puke. Naruto is like, this test sounds insane. The next day, the 3 show up early, though Naruto's stomach is growling. Kakashi appears with a book in hand, calm as ever. Sakura and Sasuke hide and wait, but Naruto charges in alone. Kakashi easily counters him and even pulls out his secret weapon.
1,000 years of death!
Naruto is launched into the air like a rocket. Enraged, Naruto uses his newly learned Shadow Clone Jutsu. He creates multiple versions of himself to surround Kakashi. At one point, a clone manages to grab Kakashi, but Kakashi quickly turns the tables and traps Naruto upside down with a rope. Then, Naruto sees the bells and lunges for them, but it was a trap. Boom! He's caught in another snare. Now it's Sasuke's time to shine. He uses throwing stars and a fireball jutsu, impressing even Kakashi. But Kakashi uses a substitution jutsu and disappears. Sasuke remains on guard, but Kakashi catches him off guard and traps him underground, leaving only his head above ground. Meanwhile, Sakura thinks Sasuke is hurt and falls into Kakashi's genjutsu. She hallucinates a bloody Sasuke and screams. Then she faints completely. Time runs out and the noon bell rings. None of them got the bells. Kakashi appears, angry and disappointed. He says all 3 failed and calls them out for their selfishness. The point of the test wasn't the bells, it was teamwork. They're shocked. Kakashi tells them to go back to the academy. But then Kakashi gives them one last chance. He ties Naruto to a post and says the other two can eat lunch, but not Naruto. If anyone feeds him, they fail. As Kakashi disappears, Naruto's stomach grumbles. Sasuke and Sakura, moved by his condition, decide to share their food. Just as Sakura feeds him, Kakashi reappears. He yells at them, then says they pass. Why? Because they showed teamwork.
And that's where we'll have to stop for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I can get the next video out to you even faster. And for those of you who haven't hit that like button yet, now's your chance. I know you're not mean, you just forget sometimes, right? And if you're new here, please hit subscribe to give me that little boost of support. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.